Okay, we're back talking about Great Lakes cruising, and welcome to another podcast.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Rob, and we're going to talk about the Great Lakes Cruising Club School. The GLCC School is up and running, and we've had some great webinars so far this month in December, and we've got a very cool webinar coming up on rum.
You know, we just saw one of the webinars on cooking and cruising, and I'm
Right.
wondering, is this more like drinking and cruising or something? Is that what this rum thing is?
Well, it's rum history,
Ah,
interesting facts, and trivia. And the instructor is Steve Wyckoff, and he's with us. So, Steve, welcome.
hi, Steve.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
You've done several webinars on many different subjects on geology of the North Channel and, of course, nautical terms that are in common usage in the English language. How did you end up doing a webinar on rum?
That's a great question. And actually, it was relatively simple. You know, I belong to the Grand Traverse Yacht Club, and we have a cruiser group that meets every month. And every month we have a program that is given out to the entire group. And the people who do the programs are most of the time are just simply people who are part of that cruiser group. And so we come up with topics that people would be interested in. Well, when I was talking to a good friend of mine about, you know, what's some good topics we can do, we were trying to figure out what's one thing in common that all yacht club people, all sailors have. And he said, "Hey, rum. How about rum? Why don't we do something about rum?" Well, that's actually how it started. You know, I'm a retired teacher and a computer guy, and so I thought, well, you know, let me do some research. So I started researching the history of rum, facts about rum, and came up with a real nice program that it explains not only how rum is produced, but also some of those facts that people didn't know about rum. And I made it interactive. You know, I made it well, give an audience a question, and then you figure out what you think the answer is, and then give you the answer. And then at the end, again, you figure out whether or not, you know, if, you know, where are you on the spectrum of rum? What's your rum IQ at the end? How many of these you got correct? But it's a good way to actually do a presentation like that. So you don't have to just stand up there and just spew out the information while everybody falls asleep. So I try to keep everybody engaged by you actually get them involved. They actually have a score sheet where they're keeping track of the answers, how many they got right, how many they got wrong. But at the end, everybody knows everything.
I love the fact that you make them interactive. I know you did that with the nautical terms, and now I'm glad to hear that the rum presentation will also be interactive.
Couple of different organizations. I've done it for our yacht club and a couple others. So it actually is well received. That's for sure. And at our yacht club, I can't do this for GLCC, but when we did at our yacht club, we had actual tasting at the end.
Well, you know, we're hoping that our boater community is on particularly Tuesdays and Thursdays after dinner. They're, you know, signing on to the GLCC School and listening to a webinar. And this one's on December 14th. And on December 14th, after dinner, sign up for this. It's a free class, actually. Yep. And it is not a requirement, but certainly optional. You could bring a glass of rum, right?
Well, I do a little virtual tasting at the end where I give 4 or 5 of my recommendations for different types of rum. So that's the best we can do.
Will pirates play any role in this presentation?
You can't talk about rum without talking about pirates. Absolutely. The pirates, the British Royal Navy, well involved with this also. So it's got even some presidents. So.
Well, you've got me at our. I'll be there.
Great. Looking forward to it, Steve. It's going to be another interesting and interactive, it sounds like, and maybe a little yummy tasting involved as well.
We're going to try and have some on hand for your webinar. That's for sure.
Steve, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed it. Thanks.